Hello, hello, hello. What's up, guys? It's Jack. I'm here. I'm actually here. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome. Um, Originally I had a preview video out, but I realized that since I restarted my computer and I haven't actually rendered a video on it, all of my preset settings for rendering it on Premiere Pro, all of them are gone. So I have to recreate the profile, and yeah, that was gonna make me go crazy because I had very specific settings, uh, and I finally got hardware encoding working on my old setup. But yeah. So I do have a video, but it's not ready, and I feel like it's gonna be a little bit late at that point because it's talking about the update. So yeah, I don't know, but we're gonna be going through and going live. Let's see if this actually works. Um, Let me make sure that everything that doesn't need to be open is closed first. Let me also pause that. Very nice. But yeah. Um, we are streaming. Hi guys. This is not a video or whatever it's called, a premiere. Um, but can you load? Hello, game. I am doing good. How are you guys doing? Uh, Hello. Okay, for some reason I had to specify it. But we are using the island generator since there's new biomes on the islands. And we're gonna be using the temperate one because I want to. It's nice that we have actual ones. And we're also gonna be making a swamp environment for our new Wetlands DLC creatures. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I kind of did it already like 3 times, making the update video, but we're doing it for you guys here, and yeah, you can tell that I'm a mess right now. But yeah, so let's see. I love that we can actually adjust. We can just make everything beaches now. That looks so sick in some of these areas. And I love how you can actually, the boundaries of the island now are where the water is. So that's so much better than what it was before. That was honestly one of the reasons why I didn't really make any videos on the island generator. But in places like this, I think you can probably modify in between these areas right here. So we can do a lot of beach. I think I want to do this level for the beaches. Um, wait, what? Hopefully you're okay. Hit a chunk of your neck? That's crazy. I hope you're okay. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot. I actually was supposed to pin that message. So, Nightbot, let's just do that there. Okay. Uh, let's do mountains. We can always modify the mountain later. I don't really like putting water on the islands initially because it just, I don't know. Look, if I put more, it just feels like it just randomly places water. And actually, that's a good spot for a water place. Right there is kind of iffy for me. That's not the right tool. Let's see if we can. Okay, yeah. See, that completely changes that by removing that mountain. Or what the hell? Am I clicking the wrong things again? I've also noticed something with the sliders. You can actually slide them now. Um, Not a thing that was able to happen in the one of the other updates. Okay, I'm okay with this, honestly. Maybe this one. But yeah, more mountains. Let's see. That didn't change anything. I think this is what we're gonna go with. Okay. So if you guys want the code, if you guys want to create something with me, I guess I can just click this. Here is the code for the island. Okay. Um, but yeah, let's confirm and start. All right, let's see if the color grading is a bit too bright. It feels bright. The default cinematic color grading is so bright on the um maps with sand on them. It's so ooh, that's good. At least it's not too bad. Which dinosaur from the new DLC is my favorite? Um I'll show you. I'll show you. It's a mix between the irritator and the osteraptor. Um the Hypsilophodon, it's kind of just another species that I'm gonna have in the park that's just randomly roaming on the grounds. In my update video that you'll probably eventually see, uh, you can see me make I think like 50 of them. So I kind of go crazy with that one, but yeah. Hello, hello. Yeah, they're cute. They're so much better than the what is it? The homolocephaly, in my opinion, obviously. So we're gonna make a little special park for these guys. Can't wait. Jesus Christ, I have so much stuff. Okay. But yeah. Let's do this. I also realized that my stream info on I think Twitch might be broken. I should probably change that. No. Yeah, it still says I'm doing Jurassic Park Japan. Give me a second. Um Copy that. There we go. Paste that. All right. Interesting. All right. Sorry guys. Um Interesting. um So I think we're just gonna use this area as a starting point. I actually kind of think about this. We're not gonna go too deep into everything outside of the enclosures themselves. I want to focus on the actual species from the DLC and some of the, I guess, environmental brushes that were added to the update. The I have some on Nexus for PC downloads from Evolution 2. I think maybe Evolution 1. I don't really remember. But some of them aren't actually on there because I just didn't feel like they were important enough to put on there. Yeah, let me check Nexus real quick. Um, my account on Nexus is, or my profile on Nexus is same as my YouTube. My I have a couple of them. Here we can I can link that for you. This is the Nexus mods profile. It's sent. Did it send? Did I get auto? Oh, that is Netflix. Don't open that. There we go. Okay. All right. So do this. Let's create a point from here. I think actually the last time that I did a island build or a island generated build, I used the helipad. Let's not use that again. Well, I guess let's use a specific one. What would work in this environment? Neither. None of these. Okay. Um, guys, let's go ahead and look at the community creations for this. Let's see which ones we can possibly use for this. What style do you want to do? We can. I don't want to use the buses because I mean, yeah. um. hmm, Okay, I think I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 50, and I'm going to go for it. So 23. Okay. How many are on a page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right. This is our arrival point. Let's show who it's by first. Is it this one? Yes, it is. All right, let's look at the profile. This is the person that made this, Western Frontier. You can check it out. We're gonna try to make this in with the environment. It's actually kind of perfect that it's wetlands because, yeah. But yeah. Okay. So let's get this working. With the new decorations, you can actually rebuild the JB3 Spino River attack. Did you? I believe you said that to me before. I don't remember if it was in another stream or if it was on the Discord or something. But yeah. Maybe for a JP3 remake. I still have a lot of other stuff to do for other things. I apologize for taking a lot of more time than I originally thought I was going to be for the Jurassic World one. Yeah, I don't really have comments on that yet. I have no clue. That's up for you guys to decide. A lot of my streams usually go with like, with what you guys want from it, like what type of dinosaurs, unless it's specifically Moga and Mr. Allosaurus, both my mods, suggesting only Corys and Allos on every single build. But yeah. Okay, let's try to make this blend in on the sides here. This is the wrong type of environment, isn't it? We're using the... Wait, what? Oh, I keep thinking this is tropical. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we can use this. I want the outsides to be not visible. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. You can see the mist. Here, we could make this swampy. Yeah. Okay, let's bring this out this way. We're gonna extend this like swamp over here. We're gonna try to not make this all just swamp vibes. Maybe I'll come back to this. I have a history of saying that and never coming back to things like uh but we'll see. If we don't make this entire island something. But this island's actually kind of huge compared to the first island that we did on the island generator. Got you. Amazon rainforest. Okay. ARP. Okay. Got you. Yeah, I believe I saw your comment. Was it on TikTok or was it on a video? About Jurassic World Belgium. I'll upload that. I thought I did upload that, but I'll upload that from Evolution 2. I just have to reinstall the game so I can get my save files back from the Steam cloud. Nice. So I'm thinking we take some boarded, like some, we take some of these like boards, right? And then just trail them along the pathway. What would work the best? I don't think, or hold on. We can actually make this look like mud, kind of blend in with the environment around it as well. Just for now, because again, dinosaurs are the main focus here. Okay, we have to add water somewhere. Okay, we can just off. All right. Hummingbird skin. Okay. Want to see a made up side of my park in Jurassic World Evolution 3? Sure. If you're in the Discord, you can post it in the, what is it? Security office? Security office channel. The link is pinned, I believe, to the YouTube chat. Okay. Nice. So let's see about more swamp trees. For the larger trees and some of the other foliage in the background, so it's just not randomly going to a different type of forest. We're kind of just making this as a tree line, I guess, and to get rid of some of these empty spaces where it's just the what is it called? Mud, bog, swamp, marsh, whatever. I'm not that big of a yeah. Let's do this. Let's see. Are the trees blocking our? No, they're not. Okay, nice. Okay. You okay? I'm trying to. That's okay. That'll work. Okay. And then let's go ahead and. Oh, let's place it on the pathway first because I have a feeling that it's not going to let us. Let's go for. Let's go standard. I want an actual path, but I don't want it to be. Here, we're gonna start this off here. Oh wait, we probably want to design the path first. Hold on. Okay. So we want it to be like a bit darker, so you can see all my different colors in the past. Let's go for probably that. Okay. Vivid skin for their lower tire is I think that skin works for a lot of the species, to be honest. Okay. And then I think we bring this around. Let's leave it back a bit. Is it on is your map on Nexus? And this is a wetlands sanctuary, so we have to remember that so I don't make this all about, so I don't turn into Cabot Finch, basically. That's what I'm trying to say here. Yeah. Plan this out. Okay, I'm gonna see if I'm actually streaming on TikTok. Okay, I'll check it out. I'm trying to find out. Oh, this is so annoying. I don't think I am. Okay. Can we make the path blue, cyan, or turquoise for swimming, green, yellow, and pink for herbivores, in red, orange, or black for carnivores? Uh, let me, let me, okay, so we're gonna be working on the swimming, I'm pretty sure, right? Because two of them can swim. Okay, two of them can swim in herbivores and carnivores. Okay, actually, no, we're gonna be doing all of them. Okay, yeah, I'll try to remember. I'll try to remember. I am from the Western United States, California. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Once we're making the actually, let's do that now, so I don't forget. Let's make the sections now. Um, any specific path type for those, by the way, or do we want to keep using this one? I think we want to probably move away from using that same one. Because realistically, what we would probably end up doing is, so the swamp starts here. Um, I'm gonna end it. Like it's not gonna continue on forward after this, but then I'll probably end up coming back somewhere else. I could probably start here, so the swamp could be here, herbivores could be here, carnivores can be here, and if we need to get to other parts of the island, we could honestly just make something to go through the enclosures. Damn. I've only been in California. I haven't really gone out of the country. I want to. I had a chance to, but I was doing something at the time, like coursework, like education, and so I just didn't. Sucks, but it would have been It was a lot better than having to be online from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. every single day for an entire week, as I was in Europe. So it would have been hell. But yeah, I can. Oh, so this does go underneath. Okay, maybe we can get away with using this here. I can just smell how stinky this area would be. Like this muddy water has like a specific smell and it's just ugh. Okay, I think that's where this will end. And then we'll add our trees over here. So this is where it just turns off. A different area. That will be okay. Again, this is where it's gonna turn off. All right. I hate that. Actually, never mind. Let's not do that. um. Yeah, I was told that I should go to South Africa. I think 2 other times when I was streaming. Okay. Oh wait, I wanted to see, can I actually, oh, I can. I can edit all of this up to right here. That's actually so much nicer. Okay. Let's do, no, what were the colors that you suggested? Swimming, blue, cyan for swimming. Okay. Let's go for a darker cyan. I think this would be good. All right. So we said swimming creatures would probably swimming. I'm going to put them in a swamp environment. I think we make this area the swamp environment. Um, and if we need to, we can make a crossing here to go over here. Okay. So let's actually, I forgot how we do this. We take this, place this down, copy path style and put it to here. Okay, we do that. Mm. All right. So let's branch this one off right here. I'll remove that. Branch this one off right here. We might have to even out the terrain a bit. But this is going to go over here. And we're going to build a little outing right here. And this will then end. Actually, hold on. I probably want to create different little pockets, don't I? So here, from there, we can do, what was the other coloring? Yellow and pink. Yellow and pink, okay. For words. So let's see what yellows and pinks work. Let's go with the darker colors, maybe. Oh wait, wrong one. Pink. yellow. Okay. I think the yellow might be a little bit too bright. Okay, that's poop yellow. That's a bit better. I don't want to be too vibrant with the colors. I think that looks a lot better. Okay. We build, what's it called? What are they called? Viewing galleries here and here. This is going to be a little, I guess, plaza area, maybe, most likely. And then here's going to be some herbivores. And I don't want to extend this out this way too much. I don't know. Because then the fencing would have to be around here. You think green is better? You know, it would be cool if you made a fence, but then it disappears as you walk along the places where there isn't fence. Just add invisible fencing. So, like, say we have a fence here, right? We have the fence for the viewing galleries, and you know, when we're walking down this way, I guess, right? It would just stop, and then we'd have the invisible fencing. I think that works. Yeah, on Saturdays I stream usually at 10 a.m. to noon Pacific time. And if I do want to stream on the weekends, or not the weekends, the weekdays, I usually end up streaming around noon Pacific time. It's just because I know that I have people in, you know, the the other hemisphere and stuff, like other countries, not just America. So I try to make it like start sooner than I would, because before I used to start at 9 a.m. and it was just, oh my god, you guys you guys should have seen how bad that was, because I was so dead the first stream, the first hour, the first hour and a half maybe, and it just carried on. It was so terrible. But yeah, I think, yeah, and then I tried to stream at 6 p.m. my time for like a few days. Same thing with like 3 p.m. and I just, yeah. But oh, huh, that's cool. That's actually really cool. It's like follow the yellow brick road. What are the interests besides Jurassic World 3? Just something completely different. Interests. I am. Hold on, let me fix the color. I want to go green. I am a developer. I do coding stuff with sites and software. So I like to do that. I've done a few mods for Evolution 2. I want to see how modding works for Evolution 3. I want to see if it's any different. Same thing with Minecraft and all that stuff. I have to modify this entire area. But yeah, I mostly play simulation city building management games like this. So I played Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster, City Skylines, like some of the Civ games as well. But yeah, hybrid bear. I know you're waiting for the Montana one. Uh I will have that out. What day is it today? Today's Thursday, right? I'll have the next part of the Montana part out next week. I was just taking some time to finalize some other things happening in my life right now, but I am a lot more available now since it's, going to be the holidays, but yeah, so we are good. Hence why I'm streaming on a weekday instead of a video. Want a little challenge? Ooh, uh, sure. I bring this up. Okay, take this, follow this pathway. This is all going to be herbivores. Although we do have to actually change this. Let's do a little ramp here. Have this go up. Yep. And then this could branch off this way. And then you can take the scenic route over by the cliffside and check it out. I mean, I think both sides are okay. Now that one's more forest than this. All right. All right. So herbivores, a lot of them. Said we should do like a floodplains. I think we could possibly do that here. I'd want to remove the mountain though first. Maybe we can bring it down more, the entire terrain down. I think that's probably the go-to. It would make sense though, right? Floodplains is level with the water that might be causing it. I love these terrain tools so much more than Evolution 2. Or any of the other Evolution games. So I like the Prehistoric Kingdom ones though. Those ones were probably one of the better ones that I've played with. Let's bring this down to here. See how this works. So we're going to want to ramp down. So we make the ramp down there. I love the fact that we can actually change all this stuff now. Okay, and I think to make this more in line with the terrain, we're going to have this go up here. Then let's slope this down. I know floodplains usually would mean fresh water. It's okay. That's funny. That's actually really funny. Let's create some tree lines here. Maybe we break this off a bit here. And then we bring in the beach. Okay, maybe I should have placed the beach down first before the trees. Yeah. And then we place these trees. Maybe this is where I should just... I don't know. We're creating a lot of places that we can do some things. It's just, I don't know what I'm putting here. Because we have this path right here, right? This path right here is also going to go this way and connect here, right? But let's... Oh, maybe we could make our swamp area down there instead. I know we're changing things, but I think if we're going to be making paths that are color coded, maybe we should have the paths originate from the original, like from the main path, right? Because they're color coded, having the nah, we'll keep this over here. Okay. And then you said what? Red or orange? Wait. Red or orange or black? Okay. I think maybe like a darker red. And then we have black outline. I think that would work. Okay, and I think we should have this here. Maybe, do we want to have this alongside this? Like this, where you can take both paths, but this one takes you out this way. A Spino? Yeah, I'll think about adding a Spinosaurus. All right, so we do something like this. I think that's cool, right? Right? What do you mean bad? What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything. I did nothing. No, that's... Nah. That's not gonna happen for another 2 years when I run out of ideas. Because I've done a goat park for, what, Evolution 2 and Evolution? Crazy. Umoga's been here the entire time, but Umoga hasn't been saying anything to me. Crazy. It's like Umoga's here for Aloe. Okay, what? Oh. I hate how paths mess with, like, this stuff much. Just bring this down. And then I think that can stay the same. Just we want this area to be flat. This needs to be updated and modified. This can be elevated, honestly. We can keep this elevated. That's okay for me. Here, let's bring this in a bit more. Why does it feel like... That feels interesting. The terrain tools feel a bit broken right now for some reason. I don't know if I press something to... Oh. Okay, there we go. Like, I was modifying something here and I'm like, it shouldn't be messing with the tops of this that quickly. I think it had to do with the path, to be honest. That's crazy. Oh god, that made it look weird. Bring this up. My tired legs would struggle with this. Oh, guys. No, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. This area I think is honestly kind of good for what we want to go with. This area, well, let's modify this some more. Okay, this area, let's change this. We're gonna put some shops and stuff and probably add some other stuff here. So we're going to want to flatten out, I think, all of this to be one level. Kind of like what we did with the other side, except for this side, it actually has an area to work with. Okay. Yeah, the shadows on the clouds, it trips me out because I have a nighttime on, I think, for 24 hours. So, I'm like, wait, is it nighttime already? That doesn't make sense, but it's not nighttime. Okay. I think for the carnivores, what we should do is we should do a tour. Um, oh, that's tempting. Oh, that's tempting. Through, do a cruise through carnivore territory. The only thing with doing a cruise is it has to be at one height level. Like you can't go down like mini waterfalls, and this area kind of looks a bit annoying for that. Wherein we should probably do a cruise in the swamp. I think a swamp cruise would be cool. Feature above. Jet ski? That's crazy. Yeah, Moga. Apologize. Apologize. 1251. Oh no, I see your message. I'm just ignoring it. You see, I can ignore you and Amoga. I can't ignore everyone else, so it's fine. Okay. Sorry, I was distracted with chat. I like it. I think the blue, though, I might want to change it a bit more. To... Oh, it's already the darkest I probably can make it. Never mind. .5 out of 10. That's a lot better than my Spanish tests. Actually, I was really good at Spanish. Um, I just didn't really remember anything. I can ignore you if I want to ignore you. Oh. I feel like this mountain is too big. Why is there... What's going on here? Okay. Interesting. Feel the moon. You want me to say... Yeah. That one I can't. I definitely could not say. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. That one is going to be a messy one. I think we do vehicles for the carnivores. Right? Is this an okay area to do vehicles? Yeah. I wish we can customize the vehicles. Because our only choice of vehicles are the tour trucks, the explorers, and the gyrospheres. And to be honest, the only thing that works here is the tour trucks. Because gyrospheres is too modern. This one you can't change the... There's no other models. It's just the Jurassic Park one. So here, let's just use this. I've actually never seen the tour truck buildings before, unless I'm crazy. I feel like this is different. Is this different, or is this someone's creation? Wait, no, yeah, this feels different. I don't remember seeing... The only toy truck building that I've seen is this one, I think. Wait, I'm crazy, right? Oh my god, why is everyone saying aloe? I don't know why, but I think it's Emoga's fault. I have a feeling it's Emoga's fault. I think they want you to do aloe. Okay. How big is this? And then let's do a drop off right here. So remember where our other path is. Okay, it's right there. So we can get away with doing this all the way up to right here. So remember that we're doing, what's it called? Viewing galleries as well. So let's not forget that. Okay. And we have this going up here. This is going to probably need a little bit more of that. I don't like this flat end right here. There we go. Looks a lot better. Okay. Let's take this now and drag this all the way to where our torch rack is. All right. This can stay here, but this goes around. All right. Nice. All right. Oh God, there's a lot of that. I am learning Spanish right now again. So if I get through Spanish, I will learn German. This week. This week? Next week. Maybe. Maybe. I'm trying to aim for it to be the Tuesday video. But you know. Yeah. I'm trying to do a Black Market Thursday and the Tropical Paradise on Tuesday. If not, we'll just end up doing it next Tuesday, but I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying, Amoga. I'm trying. Here, let's figure this out right now. I'm kind of getting annoyed at the trees. The Lorax is gonna get mad at me in a second. Tuesday stream. I actually can't stream on Tuesdays. I have a meeting an hour before I would start stream, and then an hour after that meeting, I am going to work out. So, oh, oh God, that's actually a thing. That's gonna be more apparent here. Let's just get rid of that completely. I hate that it does that. That's what would happen with all of the modded saves. The expanded modded saves. But, you know, we can just do this. So, perfect. Hidden. Got rid of. Okay. So, for the carnivore enclosure, the irritator will not be in that. It will be in this area over here. Basically, all of our swamp creatures from the DLC are going to be in this area. So everything else that we're building, honestly, this will end up probably being us doing random streams and just working on this, I think. That's what this is turning out to look like. It's a lot more spread out than I was going to make it, but I actually like how it's going so far. So maybe this will just probably end up being a random weekday stream that we do. Worst case scenario, it'll be Wednesdays. So so we want Aloe, Alberto, and Spino. We have definitely a lot of space to work with here. And if we need to, we can remove these mountains that look out of place a bit. But yeah, we can definitely try to add some of these things. I need to add them to the list. Hello, hello, hello. But let's go ahead and work on the swamp area first though, because this is more important since this is what our priority is for this stream. So we're going to expand this a bit and then we're going to work with the large water areas. Okay. So first off, I did want to use the Cretaceous Cruise attraction. Bombaclat. Uh, um, let's also look for a custom design. Let's okay, that's not what I wanted to do. How do I do it again? Go here, click this. Let's check out the community creations for this. So we're gonna do what I did the first time. Actually, I don't think I should do it the same way that I did the first time. I think we should probably stick with the theme, shouldn't we? So let's showcase someone's build that they've made for the new DLC. That looks cool. Oh, oh, that looks. Oh, this reminds me of what is it? Like Jaws, the ride. When it used to be open in Florida, Universal Studios. When you would go through into the like little. Yeah, that's cool. I think I want to add this. Who's this? Who's this by? This one, right? Derp, Derp 87, Derp 87. Look at their profile. What other stuff they've done. Oh wow. Oh wow. There's a lot of items. I wish I could do this. I need to put some time to actually work on a lot of the stuff that I want to work on. Because those are going to be separate videos as well. Let's take a oh, wait. Oh. Yep, soft lock. Okay, that's amazing. I thought they fixed that, but apparently not. Okay. This is not the one that I selected. What? Okay, you just completely broke on me. Hello? That's crazy, Mocha. That's crazy. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to build this right here. Okay. And we're gonna attach this. And now we are going to take our water tool, the normal one, and put it underneath this. So the boats aren't going to go into the deep water unless it's to get around, you know, where some of our dinosaurs are going to be. So I'm using creative mode for this build, and I think what they did with creative mode was they made it that everything works well with each other. So if I open a hatchery, uh, for now, let's just put the hatchery like right here. Actually, that's probably going to be modified later too. Let's just put the hatchery right here for now. Right. So if I go to one of the animals, it says that its likes are everything and its dislikes are no dislike species. And that's in the creative mode. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to go into the settings. And we are going to... Which option is it? Social requirements? Or comfort? I think it's comfort, right? Or am I just crazy? Did I just completely miss? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, never mind. I am so blind. There were a million other options that I didn't look at. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Say what? Was? That's not how I'm gonna pronounce it. CR Cowie. Yeah, Cowie. That was so bad. Whatever I just said. Oh, I put them. I made them. Um, yeah, I made them. And I put them over here. And then I sold them. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm just mean to... I'm sorry. All right, let's make this mountain look a little bit nicer. I don't like how high they ended up going. You're lucky. The other option was that was that they got slaughtered, but you know, I didn't want to be that mean to you and your dinosaurs and your allosaurs. That's crazy. You're my mod. Looks a lot better than what it was. All right, let's take the water and drag it all through here now. I don't think... I don't know. Let's test this. All right. So that flattens that out, which is what we kind of wanted from this. So let's do the sides a bit more. All right. And then I want, yeah, yeah, I need you the most. I can't say that. Okay. Um, yeah, we like you more than Imoga. What time is it? How long have we been streaming for? An hour and 15 minutes, okay. Say what? Here's the thing about doing water-based attractions. It's annoying. So on the outsides, let's just do water like this because we can modify it. This area is not going to be deep water most likely, so that's okay. This is going to be more of the swamp area for the smaller creatures, and then this will be for the like irritator and stuff. We can work with that. Can the dino chairs swim? It can, right? Okay. Okay. So for this enclosure, we want to have the outsides be where the water or the ride goes. And then this, we're gonna make this go and stand out this way. We want to make sure we leave room for our feeders, the fish feeders. And then we can just go off and do this. And have this go this other way. Like so.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your paddles and enjoy a river trip through time on the Cretaceous cruise.
What the hell? Why is this going? Okay, interesting. It's just reversed for some reason. All right. Irritation. We can't call it a moga. Pineapple, strawberry, Sprite. That's your next words. That's what I want translated. Okay. So if we're right here, I think we should possibly do it like this. I think we're gonna create the fence line to like up to right here or something. And I'm assuming they can't get down this. So this will all be theirs. I'm assuming they can't get down this. They'll definitely be able to get down here. So we might have to fix that. But they won't be able to get down this. Give me a second, guys. I will be right back. Got to check something first. Your mod on Twitch. What does it mean in Polish? Can this load? That is crazy. Finally. Okay. Oh, it deleted. Oh no. I wasn't really smart in mine. Yeah. Hold on, I have to do something real quick. Bro. This is taking forever. This is taking forever. I think I'm trying to do it now. Hold on, guys. I had an idea. The build that we're working on. um, once this thing on the side that I'm trying to do actually works, um, I think we're gonna remove some of the fencing we just placed down and put, huh, put a like diner or not diner, but like an outdoor type of like sitting patio place with the restaurant. Hmm. Okay. So I was thinking we make that here. Okay, now it actually works. That's crazy. We flatten this out. And then not here, but on this side, we put down an invisible fence up to like right here. But this goes, and it goes along the water line here. Okay. And then like somewhere, I don't know, like right here. This is where we build some sort of like patio. This would just honestly follow along this pathway. Actually, we want to kind of hide this. So this goes off over here. Probably like this. And we're probably going to change the colorization of the path here. So this is going to be the main path. I'm going to go over here. Maybe back a little bit more, actually. Yep, like so. And then right here, let's change this to like a brownish color. Go with this for coloring. All right. All right. And maybe for this. Okay. And then all in here, we do this brown color. Maybe put a row of like trees and stuff on this side. That. Okay. And then let's see what happens if we try to replace this side. I think that will work. Um, here, the stop pad. We're gonna have to delete this one. Honestly, I think we're gonna stick with this coloring. I like this a lot more for this specific area right here. Okay, turn the replace off. Have this go down to right here. I'm pretty sure this might need to be replaced. Yeah, it does. Okay. Nice. Then let's bring this out a bit more. Kind of just flatten the terrain of this. Is it the boats that's causing this to kind of mess up? It is. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, remove this real quick. Pretty sure the boats were supposed to be going the other way too. Don't understand why the boats are causing me so much problems. Not even problems, they're just being weird. The boats are being weird. I think it might be because of the building. I have no clue. Because it says that it's going to go this way, right? And usually the arrow shows you which way it goes. So when I'm putting it this way, it shows that it's going backwards. But when I try to connect it like this, it went backwards anyways. Let's try to connect it this way to see if it's the opposite now.
Works as smoothly as possible to avoid disturbing the animals.
Boat. Boat. Yeah, okay, yeah, I have no clue why it... Okay. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Unsure. Give me a second, guys. Just a little bit longer. Okay. That's all good. All right. Right. So, we bought a shop behind this. For now, let's just use the template shops. We'll move them, or we'll actually put nice ones down later, like make our own with the wetland tools. Just right now, I kind of want to get the dinosaurs down first. Okay.
water is clean and monitored for our animals' health, we ask that you do not disembark from your kayak
You wanted to
at
try
any
something?
time during the tour.
Bomba clot. Oh, I had the actual start it right. All right. So our boats are going through. That's good. They're going the right way. Nice. Are you working? I'll check back on you in a second. All right. Cool. Sorry guys. Let's build our enclosure now. So we are going to bring this out all along here. I know we just kind of got rid of this area. We just wanted to test what we needed to build along. Now all of this is going to be swamp. Same thing with right here. Just okay. This will keep the same up until here. Right. And then this. Okay, let's actually see. Cool. So I'm pretty sure that means that they can go down there. Yeah, okay. That means that they can go down there. So let's try to prevent that. So we want to take this and bring this cliffside up to here. Okay, that works. Flatten this out, flatten this out. Okay, then this. Oh, nice. What do you mean that they can't go up that? All right. Yes, I believe that's the ones that we're going with. There might be some that I'm missing that I said that I was going to add. But again, if I am missing some of those, please let me know so I actually don't miss out on them. That's good. Cool. Nice. All right. So, swamp time. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Um, we had to split this up a bit. So this is going to be for our new dinosaurs, right? So it's going to be for the Irritator, the Hypsilophodon, and the Osteoraptor, but it's also going to be for the Dinosaurus. Show we want to split this up in a way where the Hypsilophodon on the Osteoraptor are going to be in this area, so we can honestly get away with putting fencing down here. The only thing with it being a sanctuary is I don't know if we want to do too much fencing. So we'll try to make this work. I think we honestly can get away with doing the fencing with the Biosyn ones though. So this is where the fence for this will go. And then it will just end at the cliff because they can't get through that anyways. Okay. And then the Dinoceras and the Irritator. I'm pretty sure I placed this down and I didn't actually see which ones worked well with each other. I'm pretty sure large carnivore and medium carnivore. Okay, so they just don't like it at all. Okay, what about the Ostro? Um, Spinoraptor, that's interesting. Okay. Will these things hunt the Hypsilophodon. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know. It's funny. I've the amount of things I can hunt other things in this game is kind of wild because I didn't expect some of them to actually go after some of the ones that they have in the past. Where are the other ones at? I passed them. I. Cryonic, Suchomimus, okay. Crap, okay. So we're gonna want to split up this enclosure. The only thing is we probably have to use rocks or make a makeshift wall.
For your added safety,
I think we make a makeshift wall. I think that's probably gonna look the best. Uh, ooh, wait, yeah, we could totally do that. Um, ooh, yeah. Okay. Um, so what I'm thinking is we make like a more like distinguished, like kind of swampy, like town area, right? We do that here, right? And then here we do a wall made out of the walls from the scenery items. So we create that obstruction so they can't go through it. And instead of using the fences, we use those walls and have those be like a like shoot, like I know what I'm thinking of. I just don't know how to explain it. It's like a wall around a town, but like in like the Wild West. Uh where those walls are just the wood walls, you know, the wood walls. Um but it just trails along all the way through this, blocking off this point right here. So our Cheris and the irritator don't interact with each other. Uh that probably would be good. This right here will probably change. We can definitely do a Suchomimus and an irritator exhibit. Um that would just mean I think we would want to get rid of water here then, maybe. Get rid of water here. Okay. And then bring this down more over here. I wish we had a smaller water tool. Okay. So we build our wall here. Okay. We want to do it here. I think we want to use this island as a little point. So the wall's gonna go here to here, then here to here. So this will be the end point for one of the sides. Okay. And then this will be another like point. So we're just gonna use this for now. But this is what our wall is gonna be along the side of. So our wood wall is going to go on this side right here, and kind of go over here as well. It's not gonna continue on past the tree line though. Unless we actually do choose to do that. I really don't know. But this is just for decoration for the boats, right? So it doesn't seem like the boats are just wandering. Now, if we want to, we could make the boats go through the town a bit. That would be cool. But that's the plan for now, right? We have 3 different areas, 3 different tiers. We have our chairs over here. We have our Irritator and Suchomimus, and then we're gonna do our Hypsilophodon and the Ostraptor here. Only thing with doing those 2 here, they're gonna go after each other, or not each other, but the Ostraptor might go after the other one. So, and I'm pretty sure the Ostraptor can swim because they like. Actually, can they swim? I don't think they could swim, can they? Like deep water swim. I almost closed entirely out of the streaming service. So what if we... What if we just... Yeah, what if we just do this? What if we just do this? Will this keep them from going after each other? I have a feeling it would, right? That would make it the easiest. And this right here is probably just gonna be a whole swamp too. All right, so let's place down our wall then first. So we want to get these dinosaurs in the enclosure. So let's go ahead and just place this down so we can start off with something. Eventually, I will probably end up going all the way around the island, or at least this part of the island, and just making sure that we place rocks down and detail it. But for right now, let's just start off with this. So the way I place down my rocks is I usually start off with the base and then I build off of that base. So me just using this one rock tool is to cover up space, and then I'll add more smaller rocks along it, or change it, or alternate the heights of some of them, and make the point where the rock and the terrain connect, make it smoother. So as of right now, we're just gonna keep this right here, and that's gonna be our start point over there. Now for here, we want to end this fence a bit, and then we want to continue it on this way. Now this is going to be floating above everything else, so we want to kind of make sure that we do this. For the baryonyx, can you search up the rebirth? I believe I've seen that before on Instagram, so yeah, I'll use that. I won't be getting to the baryonyx today though, because I don't think having all of those 3 in this one area will be good, unless, I don't know. If the 2 are okay with this area, then I'll definitely add the baryonyx, but I don't know about the... Oh wait, no, you said you wanted the baryonyx to be off the coast somewhere, so maybe we could do something over here with the baryonyx, even though this is herbivore area, but sometimes it's nice to have something larger. We'll see. But yeah, I'll look at the rebirth ship. I know someone has made that. What was I doing? Rocks. We are reaching 2 hours, so I want to have this end soon. All right, we're gonna use that for now. Then we have a couple more rocks that we have to place here. Let's do that there, and then follow this all the way along. I believe we can still place rocks outside of the boundaries, so that's okay, because that means we can honestly make this look nice. I like how all of my builds are ending up to be large, like larger builds, multi-part builds, you know. That's how my experience with this game has been going, I will admit that. And that's why all of my videos are taking a while to actually make and do, because I don't expect them to take that long. But they are. I do apologize for that, but we'll get more videos out in a second. This week, hopefully. I do have them on the schedule for now, though. Alternate this. Okay. We're gonna stick with that for right now. But on this side, we're just gonna place this down. All right. So the wall. Let's work on the wall. We're gonna go with scenery items, and we're gonna place down. We're gonna go to wetland, confirm, and let's see what walls can we use to make it look nice. I think. Okay, so we only have one type of wall type, which is okay, but we want to probably start off with the section and then use that section and duplicate that. So it's like what we did with our rebirth build back a few months ago. So we want to place down our scenery item and then we want to build alongside it. So go here and let's go wetlands and confirm. Okay. Gonna see what some of our items we have are. Interesting. Okay, so this is gonna be a wall. So I think rope fence pole girders. Okay, we might get away with some girders on the wall. I don't know if I want to do, what is this? Beams? Oh, nope. Let's see. Actually, let's place this down and scale it up a little bit more. I think we can work with this. Let's resize this. All right. I don't think this is even, is it? Hold on. I don't think this is even. I mean, it didn't even spawn as even, so I think we might be okay. Hold on. I mean, it is also a sketchy looking wood fence. I don't think this is ever going to be even. The sides don't look even. So I think we're good. I think we're okay. Let's make sure that this is at the end though. So we want to make sure. Okay, that's perfect. Duplicate this. Okay, see the duplicate button still doesn't work after you edit something like that. But let's do it here. Let's make sure that we cover up the entire side here. Okay, and then what other scenery items can we add to this so it doesn't look just too bland? Maybe we can. This is going to be somewhat abandoned, so maybe we can take this. Scale this. Push this back until it's behind the pillars. We do want to add detail to it, so we might make the pillars a bit larger. But let's go ahead and duplicate that and do the same thing for the other side. Yeah, we're going to have to make the pillars larger. And we're also going to want to rotate this completely. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Let's just do 1.4, honestly. It's okay if this is larger. It's supposed to be a wall. All right. Nice. And we could also just, if they're too large, we can just bring them down anyways. So that's okay. We just want to make sure that we can fit this in between. We might want to actually take both of these. Push it more in the center. So we want to, ooh, that's actually kind of be a little bit too much. We want to create a little bit of depth to it. So it's not just a flat wall. We also don't want this to be overlapping it, like how it kind of is over here. So I think we might need to bring this in a bit more. I think this side might be a bit too close. Okay, and then let's see about changing the color of this. Just to a color that's somewhat nearby its original color. So maybe we make it a bit darker. And then for this one, we do the same thing. But this is supposed to look a bit like tattered, and it's not supposed to look too good. Maybe we can add some green into that, actually. Hold on. I just can't fit. Okay. Let's see. Feel like we're getting a little bit farther from green, but I can't really tell. Hello, hello, welcome. I think that might be good. Okay, then let's copy. Can we copy that? No, I think we can only select the colors that we just clicked on. Okay, let me make sure we select this one. Accept. 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 Is that how I do it? I can't really tell. It's the sun's not on this side. Okay. Go to scenery again. Go to all. And let's go down the list and see what we can work with here again. If we want to put signs on it, we want to make sure we do the signs randomly and not just on the base piece that we're building here. Well, let's not do that. I can see where I'd want to do this, but I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that there. The litter. Oh god, that's crazy. That's another little piece that I wouldn't want just randomly on the. This is for like. Okay. For a wall, this is pretty simple though. Maybe we can put a metal piece up here. kind of make it feel like, you know, trying to keep something out, like the dinosaurs and stuff, right? Like after Fallen Kingdom, we kind of make this. We want to probably, yeah, make it. Oh, you're right. Did they add like some sort of like wiring like that? It is also kind of uneven. They add something like that. I don't know if it's going to be in the wetlands, but let's take a look. Let's remove the filter. Um, if they have something similar to it. Scenery. Where would this be? It would be in not decals, would it? No, decals is something that you put over. It would be either over in props or something that we can use as a placeholder. Not a placeholder. We have rope, but the rope doesn't really look nice. Something else we can use in place. Won't be in those, won't be in signs. Maybe gantries might have something that looks something similar to barbed wire. We have all these different types of woods. And this is just planters, so I don't think, yeah. Fences. We kind of did take a look at the fences earlier. Ropes, woods. You know, maybe. Is there a larger piece? This is straight to. I'm guessing they don't have a straight 4. Okay, since we want to make this a bit messed up, let's go ahead and... Okay, so this is uneven. I'm just seeing that now. We might want to fix that in a second. Okay. Since this is uneven, let's see if doing this, because we don't... Yeah, crossing them might break it a bit. All right. I hope you have a good day or night or whatever. Yeah, I'd rather have it look. Hold on. How do I replace that? I didn't notice that we had some more broken ones. So the way we would have to do this is... I think that can work. Yeah, I think that can work. Shows us something, try to break it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this piece. Here, let's just make a wall. I'm just going to set it as a blueprint real quick. Okay. Yep. Now let's take this, move it, and let's follow along this path that we have made with our invisible gates or fences. Let's go ahead and do that. And then let's duplicate this. Okay. Bring this down more. All right. We are just using the fences, these invisible ones, as a liner. We're gonna get rid of them in a second, but we just want to duplicate and add these. So let's make sure that they're inside each other. It's okay if they're overlapping on the top. I'm honestly not gonna mind it. It's supposed to look a bit weird. But yeah, you could just create a honest fence line through this now. Okay. Bring this to the side. Okay. This is going to take us, I think, a little bit more to the right. I want this to go straight to the water. So let's get it there. It's tripping me out when I'm placing this because it looks like when I move this to the side somewhere, it looks like it goes out of place. But when I move this, it doesn't. But I have no clue how that's looking. We're gonna want to lower it. It's okay. We can fix the heights on all this in a second. We just want to place it down so we can get rid of that fence. Okay, duplicate that. And we're gonna want to do an entrance, I think, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Because we will have something in the water here. So let's just place this where does the... Okay. We're gonna have to mess with that a bit. Okay. Okay. Line this up. And then we'll take care of all the stuff with the water after we set this up. Okay. So, as you guys can see, we're having some weird moments with our wall at one stationary level. So what we are going to probably want to do is, well, first off, let's get rid of this barrier. Okay. This was just using it for marking, so we know where to place our walls. All right. And so we obviously don't want to do this, right? We don't want to bring this all the way through. We can, it'll be easy. But what we want to do is we want to make sure, because when we place the swamp tool, it's going to bring the ground down a little bit more. So okay, I guess that would happen. We don't want that to happen though. So we do want to bring this over the water. And with bringing it over the water, we're going to want to move this down because we want to create somewhat of like a metal grate for it. So this works. right? And then we want to take our sides. So let's confirm selection. Edit group. Take these two at least. Bring them down. Nope. Duplicate and bring them down. Okay. And then underneath these, what we would want to do is we want to go to our fences. And instead of doing the wood ones, we probably would most likely want to do... Okay, let me double check this real quick. Instead of doing the wood ones, we probably want to do the metal ones. The wire ones. It's really that large. Are there any other ones? Here, tell you what. If these are... I think we might be able to get away with it. Put this down here. And then put you down here, but let's advance move you to the side a bit. Oh, it's gonna annoy me that it's just one little tick off. I don't think there's any way to fix that. It's okay. We won't be able to see the top from it. I mean, we're probably not even going to see this that much anyways because this is going down here. The only thing we want to make sure is that the only thing we see from this is it being on the bottom. So you can see that we have like a little bit of a grate underneath. And that's honestly what we just wanted to do here. So we can just duplicate this and bring this over here. And then we're going to want to do that to the other side, but the other side is going to be even more elevated. So we're going to want to take this piece right here, edit group. Take this piece right here, probably get rid of all of that. Okay. Split from group. Duplicate. And bring this over. Oh, wait. I realized that that wasn't... Shoot. Here. Okay. You're giving me a lot of problems for something that's so small. Okay, you're selected and you're selected. I think that's selected. Okay, let's split from group now. There we go. And then let's duplicate this, bring this to the side. And we're just going to keep on bringing this over until we get to here. I think here. Let's check the path. Okay, yeah. Until we get to like here. Okay. And then I liked how that one piece that we copied from didn't have a... It had a piece missing, so let's kind of recreate that. Let's actually bring this over here. Just have this come down a bit. So that's a little bit too sharp. More. Tilt it. And it just ends because it broke off or something. We can do something like that. That's cool. And then we're going to want to most likely bring this piece. Turn it around. Bring it over here. And then bring one of these pieces. Let's just take one of these, duplicate it, bring it over here. Okay. So this is where this is going to be. Okay, now do I want it to be here? I think I probably would want it to be here, because what we can do with this... Oh, I don't like where that's placed. Okay. Just copy this great thing. Yep. And then right here, we're going to do something sketch. So the nice thing about this build is that we don't really have to make it look super like clean, super organized, because this is supposed to be something so like terribly made. It's like a swamp town, right? It's not supposed to be too special. Honestly, doing that works. That works a ton. The rock choice though, I don't really think we have a choice of the rocks. Oh, we have tropical rocks. What? Oh, I'm inside the thing. At the same time, I don't know how I feel about the tropical rocks. Let's see. Tropical rocks might work a bit more with the swamp vibe. Okay. And then we can honestly, look, these textures are getting a bit too big in my face. So let's just work here. Do this, you know, and just create a rock wall type of thing. Okay. And that's honestly what I was going to do for this whole area right here. So we're going to make it kind of fit in with the vibe, have this all work, and boom, we're here. All right. So now, since we have some sort of like entry and exit point, we're going to want to make it that only the cruise vehicles can get through here. So honestly, yeah, that's exactly how all of my builds go. We want to take one of these beams. This is probably gonna show an issue with our layout that we have with this. So I honestly don't know where the beams are. Take a look. They are right here. Okay. Okay. I know I'm probably doing this the most annoying way possible, but it's okay. So let's bring this to 1.4. Bring this across. It's okay if this is not straight. We actually probably... Whoa. Actually probably want to move this to the right some more. That makes sense. Yeah. I have a feeling that I might add it in the future, but for right now, yeah, I wish they did actually have some arch stuff. So I was thinking we put this down. I have to wait for another vehicle to come through. I should probably pause it once it comes through. So my choice was either I do something like this. I think I would probably stick with this. Okay. All right. So my thought process on this was going to be let's just take one of these. Probably make it larger. Rotate it this angle. Bring it over here. And then modify the scale based off of this. Right. So this is gonna be a little bit larger than I expected, which means we can try to make this look like a little what is it, a drawbridge type thing? Like the gates at the end of the castles. It's not even a drawbridge, it's a castle gate or something like that. And I think we can get away with doing it like this. I don't know if dinosaurs will be allowed to go through this. We can take a look at the new thing that they added and see if they can. But we want to probably bring this up. Same thing with these two sides. Oh, these two things are from separate builds. Up. Bring this up. Let's see. I don't think we can do this. We can make this be like that. You can have gaps in it. It's okay. I don't know. Should we? I'd rather have it like this, I think. And then we, instead of having it only on one side, we just do it on both sides. Maybe we can actually move this, put this over here, duplicate it, and put this over here. Maybe bring this back a little bit more. Or forward. Or just rotate it. Not at a 45-degree angle. That might actually work. Okay. Let's see. Oh, great. That works. Nice. Okay, cool. It doesn't matter that it's elevated. I think putting anything there would make it that the dinosaurs can't get through that. All right, cool. So obviously we're going to want this for the other side as well. So I'm thinking we honestly just copy this. Put this over here. See how well it works with it. We're going to have to look at the... So we're lucky here. We're going to remove the rocks, I think. We're lucky here because we have an actual place right here that we can look at where our vehicles go through. So I'm pretty sure this will go pretty much right here. Okay. We're going to get rid of these rocks. Remove the rocks. Okay. All right. We're going to want to take this entire wall that we made. Oh, God. I forgot about those things over there. Okay. And since we're not going to worry about that other end over there, we're just going to bring this closer. Okay. Actually, bring this down more. No? Bring this down more. Pretty sure... Yeah, that's way higher than it's supposed to be. Oh, because of the rocks, right? What dinosaurs were added? Hold on, let me delete this rock first. We added none so far. We made our entire area and planned out a lot of stuff for the future. But we're working on a swamp enclosure now. So I want to take this. Okay, let's how we can this take this, bring it all the way as far down as possible. This should be the same height, right? That should work. Okay, yeah, they definitely went straight through that. Let's make sure that the dinosaurs can't get through that. Alright, cool. It's deep water too, so that helps even more. Let's duplicate all of this down more. Because of the depth of it. Okay. Now let's copy this, remove that from our selection, copy that, duplicate it. Why are you making me? Oh, is it because of the wall? Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, might as well just take one of our wall pieces from here and just move it over here. You're just gonna be complicated. So bring you here, make you go down a bit more. Bring you here. I think we could possibly get away with... Jesus Christ. I think we could possibly get away with this instead of putting rocks down here. So, take this a bit more. And this is reminding me of old Planet Zoo days when I used to play it. How I'd create the fences in it. Because everything didn't want to like match up correctly. Let's look at deleting that. Ooh, okay, nice. Nice. Okay. Let's take this, confirm, duplicate, and then just drag this over here. Fix this a bit. It's slanted, but it works. Duplicate this and bring this over here. I like how my excuse for this is if it's bad looking, it's because that's the way it's supposed to be. It's it's not well taken care of. Okay, cool. So we have that whole thing set out. Let's turn off this. Nice, nice. Yeah, ours is gonna be right here. We're gonna do like a little swamp town here with the buildings that are presets. And I was thinking about maybe making the boats go through it. So we're gonna probably modify that boat path. But all of this other stuff is going to be Osteraptor and what's the other one called? Slophedon? Slophedon? You know, that one's gonna be here. Osteraptor. This is gonna be the Irritator and Suchomimus and maybe the Baryonyx if there's enough space. I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be enough space for it. But I'm worried about that spacing on that. And then the Dinocharis is gonna be here. So yeah, I kind of saw that when I was making my update video. Yeah, I definitely saw that. But okay. So Let's start by making our cypress swamp. So we're gonna start by making the swamp here. Well, this whole area is gonna be just swamp, you know, so it's okay. Kind of want to give off the environment on the outside of this enclosure and then bring it inward more. So all along this coast, or this riverbank, we want to put some trees. Let's just make this larger because this whole area is going to be pretty much swamp until you get to this end over here. So from here to there, it's gonna be swamp. We're gonna modify the water areas because I did realize that they are kind of large, but that's just because the water tool doesn't really have a smaller sizing on it for some reason. That's always been my issue with this game. Like ever since day one, I was like, oh, you don't have a normal, like you don't have a smaller size for it, like the environment tools and stuff, and it's kind of annoying. But why isn't it letting me do anything? Interesting. Probably because of the tour, to be honest. But for right here, the boats are going to be okay. I'm not changing everything else. Yeah. I want to bring water out here more. So this goes out this way. Yes, we're probably going to want to have this go over here. Slope this down. I did notice that when placing the wetland brushes, it does leave an elevated like area if it's at a higher ground, and the dinosaurs can't get up that. So I was having some issues earlier on. Okay. We want to give them swimming space. We don't want to put large openings of water. Because I want to still be able to put some trees down in some of these places, like right here. This is where our village is going to be, our town. Because I noticed that I think I'd rather have it look like, I don't know if any of you guys have played what is it, RV there yet? The RV game. Oh, we get to go through the swamp and you have to like follow like these certain points where it's just underneath the water, so you have to like look at the depth of it. That's kind of what I'm feeling like it's going for. I probably will have to destroy the pathway. Yeah, not there. This we were gonna modify anyways. Let's see how this looks. Damn, the boats really messed with it, didn't it? Jeez. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna completely remove the paths entirely and then build them out later. Because that's kind of annoying. I don't know. I like messy, so me being able to actually do this, you know, it's like, you know, it's super messy, which is nice. I like a whole bunch of just random stuff everywhere. Okay, let's see. Let's see if placing this actually is going to annoy me. So, oh, perfect. I need to make sure that it's actually going under the trees and not through the trees. So that's something I'm gonna have to look at in a second. Because I can definitely tell that it's trying to go underneath the trees here. Underneath the trees through these spikes, we want to make sure it doesn't do that.
Please make sure to row
Right.
your kayak as smoothly as possible
Hello?
to avoid disturbing the animals.
Might. Hello? Do I have to place another thing down instead? Wait, I'm confused. Hello? Okay, so it's not allowing me to change. What the hell? Hold on.
En kayak, asegúrense de remar lo más
Huh.
delicadamente posible para evitar alterar a los animales.
That's a bit interesting. So that's definitely going through the water there. I'm pretty sure those trees are supposed to be destroyed.
While the site's water is clean and monitored for our animals' health, we ask that you do not disembark from your kayak at any time during the tour.
What the hell? Because they'll just go through the trees here.
Lembrem-se de remar seus caiaques da maneira mais
Yeah.
suave possível para evitar perturbar os animais.
That's funny. Okay. So we're going to have to... That would be cool. Try that. Remove them. Then let's just place this here. Okay.
For your added safety, our kayaks
so
are
the-
made of an incredibly durable material that can withstand forces well beyond those you may encounter on this tour.
Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna have to be detailed about this. Go through here. Come through here.
Should an animal
Let's
walk
go around this tree. And then connect there.
becomes clear.
That works. Okay.
Thank you.
Spike in the middle of the water might be an issue. But apparently you could only remove trees if they're not in the path of the tour. I don't understand how that works, but hey, it works that way. So right here, I don't think I'll be able to break the trees. But once I be able to do that, I can break them. No, I don't understand how this is working. Because that's definitely... Hello? Here. I have no clue. how that's working. Like, for real. Okay, we'll just make it go through the trees again. I will be ending stream here soon. It's gonna be 3 hours. It was a good stream day. Longer than all my other streams on the weekends. Oops, wrong button. Okay, let's bring this through here. It is funny how that works. How I stream more, or how I stream longer whenever I don't plan to stream. Like, today's stream was just purely because I felt bad for not uploading any videos. Okay, let's do that. Okay, that's looking good. It's weird that the bottom of this is following the bottom of the ground. Okay. In or out? Out. In or out? In. Okay. Trying to make this as... Well, this area right here is probably going to be demolished in a second. Or not in a second. Probably in the next stream. We'll focus on the town, at least. There is water here. Okay. Alright, so our boats should be okay. I won't add the dinosaurs yet, because I'd rather have their enclosures be pretty much okay first. So our next stream, honestly, I might stream this again tomorrow. This was fun. So tomorrow I'll be back at the same time, and yuck, that's disgusting. So 12 noon Pacific time. I'll be back and I'll continue working on this. I'll set up a stream after this for that though, so you guys can see that. But I will be ending today. It's been a while. Had a bit of a lazy day, so I just decided to stream. So we should be seeing more weekday streams these last few weeks, or these next few weeks, because it's I'm gonna have more free time. But we will be ending stream here, guys. Thank you guys for joining and for following TSES official, First Lieutenant Avi Murphy, and Twisted Twitch Arts. Thank you guys for following me on Twitch. If you guys don't know, I am also a YouTuber, so I have YouTube content as well. I'm also streaming on YouTube, so if you guys want to go check that out, you guys can go check out my socials. There they are on all my platforms. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for joining today, and I will see you guys tomorrow.